That's right. A ceremonial reception along with a guard of honour is what marked the Prime Minister's initial few hours of his visit to Australia, wherein he met with his Australian counterpart, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. The two sides agreed upon and signed a bunch of pacts. And in fact, an announcement, first things first, came on a cyber, supply chain and critical minerals pact, wherein both the sides are going to develop resilience as far as supply chain is concerned. In fact, there will be trusted corridors that will be established. A mechanism for that will be established on a critical minerals framework. Well, there will be regulatory alignment, recycling and recovery in critical minerals. That aspect. Then, of course, there was an understanding between the premiers of both the countries that while investment needs to be fast-tracked via the ECTA Pact that both the countries have, now negotiations on the CECA Pact, they need to be fast-tracked as well. And, of course, both the sides expressed commitment on that front as well. The other pact that was announced was the Security and Defence Cooperation Agreement. In fact, both the sides adopted a joint declaration of defence and security cooperation, wherein both the sides committed to deepen military engagement, defence cooperation, and, of course, maritime security. A key energy agreement has also been adopted. It's a key nuclear energy agreement to enable uranium supply from Australia to India, and that is important for India's long-term energy needs as well as its transition to clean energy sources. Other than that, the Prime Minister also held delegation-level talks with Prime Minister of Australia, Anthony Albanese. This was attended by India's Foreign Secretary, Vikram Misri, along with Randhir Jaiswal, the MA spokesperson, alongside India's NSA, Ajit Doval. He also pitched India as an attractive investment destination and focused on the fact that there is trust between both the sides at a business community event wherein top CEOs of energy companies and companies from other sectors, of course, participated in that summit. And, of course, both the leaders also touched upon the recent developments in West Asia. And let me quote from the joint statement and what it says. It says that Australia and India share deep concern over the situation in the Middle East and its consequences for our region, and which is why, amidst this disruption, we reaffirm our shared commitment to open markets and a rules-based trading order, principles that underpin our prosperity and economic security. So, of course, this is an important visit that the Prime Minister is undertaking, given the massive disruption in global economy that we have seen, and which is why countries across the globe are building one-on-one partnerships, and this is one of those that we're seeing. Up next, the Prime Minister's visit to Melbourne Cricket Ground happens, and then, of course, there is a community event that he takes part in.